In this video, I'm going to show you how I painted this dramatic sky using a one-shot wet into wet technique. First, I used my 2-inch wash brush and really soaked the paper from top to bottom. And this is because I wanted to have a very soft transition at the horizon point. So once I've got a nice sheen on my paper, I know that the paint is going to be able to float on top with ease, and that it's not going to penetrate the paper too quickly. This particular image has a very warm glow to it, so I used raw sienna, which is a translucent color. It has a nice, warm, natural feel to it, but unlike yellow ochre, that translucency will add to that light-filled quality. At the base of the horizon on this particular painting, I wanted it to be really dark and moody, so I chose Prussian blue, and the paper's still very, very wet. I'm just sort of playing with shapes and sketching it out with my brush, plotting out where I'm going to put the color. Now there is an opening in the sky where I wanted a little bit more light to come through, so I did use a little bit of a manganese blue, and I'm just slashing that in spots where it's peeking through the storminess to reveal a slightly sunnier pocket of sky. Here comes the ultramarine blue. Having this mix of blues really helps to create a little bit more depth in the sky. And finally, I've got a little bit of a violet with ultramarine blue mixture, and that gives a little bit more warmth, especially where the blues integrate into the yellow. Finally, I'm using my Daniel Smith Lunar Blue, which has a little bit of kind of a Payne's gray quality to it, but then it will open up to these amazing, more granular and more bluish hues. So it kind of transforms itself. I never know exactly what I'm going to get on the surface with that particular color. So when I integrate these colors into that golden base, that raw sienna, I'm trying to take good care not to stir it up too much. I really am just floating the colors on the surface and letting them spread and soften. If I stir them too much, things are going to get a little bit muddy. And that's the real secret when you've got a very colorful sky, is don't stir the color up too much. I wanted wide, expansive strokes that kind of radiated from the center of that yellow glow. So notice that all of my strokes kind of move outward at angles, even if they have an upswept kind of curved feeling to them. Now, before this dries, I actually grabbed my spray bottle to spritz it a little bit to open up some spots so that I could have more organic shapes, where I would just kind of drift and let the paint pool a little bit. And it also opens up an opportunity for me to get either soft clouds from the water spray or blot with my tissue, as you see me doing here. And that gives me a slightly crunchier cloud. I sprayed instead of using a brush so that I didn't end up with streaks. If you want to learn more about how to paint skies and clouds of different types, I've got a free video linked in the description box. I'll also pin a comment below. If this video resonated with you, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, or comment below. All of the links to any products that I've mentioned in this video are listed below, and following them through helps to support my channel so I can continue creating free content just like this for you. Until the next time.